Hey guys, welcome back to Let's Play Earthbound, and this is going to be episode 45, but it's going to be a little bit of an unusual episode because, hope that guy doesn't get too close to me there. This is going to be the episode in which I explain the rock candy glitch, and anyone who's played this game probably knows about the rock candy glitch and knows exactly how to do it and doesn't need to see this crap. But you know what? Just for completeness sake, I need to make sure that I do it at some point in the LP, so here we go. The first thing you need to do is, well, the first thing you need to do, I guess I should say, is get someone with the rock candy in their inventory and fill them up with sugar packets. Get rid of as much else as you can other than the sugar packets. So I took off all her equipment except for the Franklin badge, and I gave her the rock candy and full sugar packets. Now what you have to do is take the rock candy and give it to the same person who's carrying it. She'll give it to herself, basically. Sky rearranged her own items and the rock candy moved. Now it should be at the bottom of the list, like that. That's how your inventory item should look before you do this trick. It also helps if you have at least one other character who's loaded up on sugar packets, because when she actually uses the rock candy, she's going to put the sugar on it, and only the sugar will disappear and the rock candy will still be there. Like so. Okay, but you gotta be careful though. The other thing that you really gotta pay attention to is who's about to gain a level. Now you look and you see I need 26,000 experience for my next level, so you don't have to worry about me. Sky needs 3,700 for her next level. Josh needs 11,000, and Zach needs 32,000. So she's going to be using it on herself first. Now here's the other thing you got to be careful of. You don't want something like this to happen, because then you can't use the trick. So the lucky thing, she just barely didn't gain a level there. She only needs, like, what does she need now? 74 experience for the next level. Well, you could get that in O-Net for crying out loud. Anyway, but don't attack just one enemy at a time. You have to attack at least two of them, because if you get an automatic win, you can't do this trick. So here's what to do. Go into battle. Make sure it's at least two monsters. And then, the person who's carrying the rock candy should, of course, use the rock candy on the person who's about to gain a level, which in this case is herself. Now you can only do it once, unless you have two rock candies. If you have two rock candies, then you could have two people set up with rock candies in their inventory like I just showed you. And you could have them both use the rock candy on the one person who's about to gain a level, or... I wasn't paying attention. Did she actually gain stats right there by eating the rock candy? Because I'm not sure. I don't think she did, but anyway. Yeah, so this is what's going to happen now. She's going to gain a level. And her maximum HP went up by 30. It's pretty random. You never know exactly what it's going to do, but there will almost always be at least one stat that's going to go up by some huge amount, unlike it normally would. So what you have to do after that, it's not over yet, because if you're going to do it multiple times, well, this is the trick basically. She used the rock candy, she didn't consume it, it's still there. So now you go, you give a sugar packet, give her another sugar packet, so that she's full again. And then have her give herself the rock candy again, because it has to be in that exact same spot on her inventory, the bottom right corner. Otherwise it won't work. So have her give the rock candy to herself, and it goes back into the spot it originally was. Now you have to look and see who's about to gain a level next. And it looks like that's... yeah, it looks like Josh is about to gain a level next, so... we'll go ahead and get into another battle. And this time, she will use the rock candy again, but she will use it on Josh, since he's the one that's about to gain a level. Josh's speed went up by 2. He did gain something there. How about that? I wasn't paying attention to what she gained by eating it. They do actually gain stats instantaneously. I'm not sure. I think you might actually be able to do it twice in one battle, just as long as it stays on the bottom row, but I wouldn't take a chance on that if you're gonna try it. Just want to be foolproof about it. Now Josh's level is 45. Let's see what he gets. Maximum HP went up by 3. Okay, I guess it didn't work that time. But it's all really beside the point, because he got 2 on his speed, all for the price of 1 packet of sugar, and see, the rock candy's still there. You could just keep using it over and over and over again, as long as you have a sugar packet in your inventory, and the rock candy is in your inventory in such a way that it's at the bottom of the list, the very bottom of the list. Yeah, like so. Is anybody else about to gain a level? I almost want to do it one more time, because, I don't know, it's almost just... That example wasn't really extremely good. Okay, this will be an automatic win. So that should be enough so that Tim gains a level on the next one. Oh, wait a second. Ooh, okay, we're not going to gain a level on that. Because it's only one monster, so... Yeah, I don't really plan to make a whole episode about this. I haven't gone on long enough about it, really. But... There was a snake? I got a snake? That's cool. Alright, get over here. No, 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 don't do that! Oh, crap, see, now that messed it up. If you gain a level this way, you can't use the trick. That's why you can't do it that way. So who's about to gain a level next here? Who's next? I guess that would be Zach. Yeah, he's only got 5,639 for his next level. So let's just hit this guy and jump down the hole. Jump down the hole. Wait a minute. You know, I don't think I actually got all the treasure in this place, so I might be able to kill two birds with one stone here. So into battle we go again, and I'm going to use it on Zach this time, see what he gets. Bash, goods, rock candy on Zach. And... vitality went up by 2. So even if you don't get a big increase when you gain a level, you still can... You could go back to Onet and use this trick and get incredible stats without even gaining level. You could do that too. I mean, that's another way that you could use the trick, I suppose. But it's a lot faster, I think, just to go ahead and gain the levels along with it, because something like... You'll get something like this. HP went up by 24. I mean, it's crazy. You just keep doing that over and over again and gain like 10 levels. Who knows what would happen. I've actually gotten over 1,000 HP by doing that. And for the life of me, I can't remember if it actually does. I mean, I know it counts over 1,000, but it doesn't show the 1 in the thousands place. Obviously, there's no space for it, but still, it's pretty cool. It's a cool little trick. I guess, you know, I hope nobody gets mad at me, but maybe we'll just leave it at that and let that be. You know, like I said, I don't guess that maybe doing it 2 or 3 times is really so bad. Maybe I could just go ahead and continue on with the game with what I have, with what I've done, and that not be too much damage, so to speak. You know, it's not like I gained some huge advantage there. In fact, I'll go ahead and throw it away right now. There you go. Okay, now it's gone. So I can't do it anymore, so you'll know that I didn't abuse it or anything. I mean, I sort of did, but I sort of didn't. I guess you're just going to have to sue me if you think that that's cheating. But I didn't do that much with it. I could have sat in there and done it 20 more times if I wanted to. Now we just have to get rid of all these sugar packets until we get the next rock candy, which, you know, there's only 3 of them in the game, so you'll find one here, one in the Deep Darkness, I think. I think you get one in Magic Hand as well. But here I go again, spoiling future locations. Well, to progress in the game now, since you're pretty much done here, you basically now you go to Scaraba as your next destination. But in order to get there, you have to sail on a boat south of Summers. So back to the hot weather again, boy, and it's only going to get worse. It may be 29 degrees outside, but I couldn't be happier. Let people have their precious summer. There's that guy in his car. Hey, Magic Cake Lady, what's up? I can no longer make magic cakes, but it doesn't matter because now I'm selling magic tarts, which taste even better. I only have this. You were going to buy my magic tart? You know, you bet I am. No. You reminded me how much I love this job. Cool. Yeah, I would love a job too if I could sell stuff for $480. Shoot. Man, that's more than I make in a week. That's like a week and a half is what... never mind. Dude, is that... What is this slot machine guy doing down here? I didn't know he was down here. No problem here. We got some really spectacular things. What would you like? Okay. You really should eat here. No, I shouldn't. I don't think I should. I got kind of a bad feeling in my tummy. Well, this started out as a video about the rock candy glitch, and now it's just turning into another episode. What can I say? Wow, I'm getting some major lag here or something. Wait, what is this? Dude, is that the photographer? Thank God. Oh, and he landed on the boat. Wow, that guy's pretty athletic, I guess, huh? Fuzzy Pickles. Since I haven't said it yet in the LP, I might as well make it official, you know. Whatever. Okay, so this is where you're gonna have to go to get to Scaraba. You talk to this guy and he'll say, "Thank you, you made my wife wake up. She quit talking all about that serious crap. Yeah, let's work hard. If you're courageous, get on this boat. You'll probably see the Kraken and experience getting seasick. After all, it could only cost you your life, and you got that for free." Good point. Luck will determine the outcome of this voyage. So do you want to sail the seas to Scaraba? $20 per person is fine with me. I'll have to decide whether or not $20 is too expensive or not, you know, because that's a really tough decision. So we'll make that decision next time on Earthbound. Thanks for watching, and I will see you later. Bye.